What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Today, as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, we are going to be doing the Orlando Magic, a team that's kind of been stuck in no man's land for a little while right now. We're going to try to expedite their rebuild right now in 3 years, hopefully getting them at least one championship throughout the process. Before we do get into this one, if you guys are new around here, make sure to subscribe. You guys have been absolutely killing it with the sub goals lately, and honestly, it seems like we're just going up day by day. So I seriously do appreciate it. It does help out the channel a lot, and so we'd love to have you around here. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to drop it a thumbs up, and yeah, feel free to comment any other video ideas you want to down below in the comment section. So let's get into this one right now. Currently in real life, 8-14, 12th in the Western Conference. I think this team does have a decent amount of potential. Jonathan Isaac in these videos seemingly time to time wins multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards literally every video. So I'm super pumped to have him right now. Vucevic is going to be an interesting one for me. Obviously, he's one of the key franchise cornerstones for this, for this franchise right now. But I also kind of do want to use Mo Bamba a little bit, who's down to a 74 overall. Oh, me, goddamn. That might be a tough one right there. I like Aaron Gordon a lot. I just don't know if he's going to be a starting, like a championship starting power forward for me, if I'm being honest right here. Fournier, they gave Markelle Fultz a pretty big extension. I think he's been playing pretty well. I'm pretty sure he's obviously out for the year right now. So that sucks, but obviously I don't play with injuries on, so that doesn't really matter. So Cole Anthony, I believe they took 15th overall in this year's draft. The dude's been absolutely balling out for him in real life. I believe he's wearing number 50. I think his dad, Greg Anthony, actually wore 50 when he played in the NBA. If I am correct there. So I definitely do have a couple trades to make with this team. Also, if you guys couldn't tell, I forgot to say this, I got a new microphone. Hopefully this one sounds a lot better. The other, this piece of shit right here, doesn't really sound as good as it, once used to when you were first starting YouTube. And let's see. This right here, that was my, old faithful microphone, just decided to crap the bed on me about 2 weeks ago. So this thing's been taking forever to ship. Hopefully it sounds pretty good. If you guys have any questions on what mic I'm using, just feel free to shoot me a DM on Twitter. Also, go follow me on Twitter, shameless plug. So that is it for now. Let's get into this rebuild. So our first trade here is going to be coming with the New Orleans Pelicans. If you move Cam, I apologize, I'm terrible with names. Down to power forward, jumps up three overalls to a 79. So might as well, take advantage of that while we have him. Along with Michael Carter-Williams heading over to the Pelicans, we're going to be picking up 22-year-old Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Going to be our backup shooting guard off the bench. And honestly, I thought I was going to be making a lot more trades, to kind of start this one off. But I'm honestly let's look at this in a realistic aspect. This team's definitely not, no matter what I do, year number one, winning a championship. That's very established right now. So what I think the best move would be, let these guys develop a little bit and kind of see what we have this offseason. Jonathan Isaac is locked up on a pretty not easy, that's not the right word, a pretty friendly extension. That's, not in the $35 million department club that he used to ask for. Evan Fournier is a free agent after this year. We'll obviously address that. I mentioned Fultz contract extension. Aaron Gordon does have 2 years left, and then Vucevic is locked up the entire video if we do want him. So the starting lineup, that part of it's locked up. James Ennis is not going to be getting these minutes. It actually is going to be going to Cole Anthony here. He's going to be getting 10 minutes a night. Bamba, honestly, I'm going to play Bamba over Al-Farouq Aminu. Bamba's going to get 15, 14's fine. Nickeil Alexander-Walker 17. Then Ross is actually pretty important, so I'll give him 24. So 35 here. I do want to get Gordon a decent amount as well. Isaac actually is pretty solid when you let him develop, obviously. And then I'll give Fultz 30, just because I do really want to see what Cole Anthony can do. Obviously, he's only playing 10 minutes this year. We are in a 10-man rotation right now, but I don't really think anybody in this team is good enough to not have a backup. And you guys know me. I don't like it when my highest overall is either my point guard or my center, because I really think it's very important to have a backup at both of those spots. But for now, I'm just going to leave it in the 10-man rotation. Hopefully everybody here, everybody's decently young. Actually, I guess only 3. Actually, really even count Aaron Gordon. He's 25, so he's kind of entering that prime. But this is an interesting team nonetheless. I do think it definitely, has playoff potential, but the way with 2K goes, you really never know. So this is the squad for now, and I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. So year number 1 does come to a close right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo is your MVP. As you can see, just describe the Orlando Magic in a picture. It's them being, around a 9 seed. I know most years they've been an 8 seed, and they typically always win game 1 when they're playing, the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. But, 9 seed, very descriptive. Literally lost in no man's land. We're not bad enough to have a good enough pick, but we're not good enough to be in the playoffs and definitely not being contending. So that kind of sucks. We're 20th in the power rankings. LaMelo Ball, Rookie of the Year. Dinwiddie, 6th man. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Chris Boucher, Most Improved. Ty Lue, 62-20 for the Los Angeles Clippers is your Coach of the Year. So as I mentioned, not in the playoffs. Really, I thought we were going to be an 8 seed, or I thought we just weren't even going to be in the playoffs. I mean, it was obviously one of those two. Vucevic led us in scoring, pretty solid year from almost 20 points, almost 13 boards. 4 assists from our center as well, not bad. You do like to see it. Evan Fournier, you're going to be an interesting one, upcoming free agent this offseason. Honestly, I don't know if he's good enough to be a starting shooting guard on a championship team, so that might have to be addressed at some point in time. I said the same thing about Gordon. Fultz with a pretty solid campaign right here. Ross, Isaac. Obviously, I'm not really looking for Jonathan Isaac to score. So I definitely think there is a lot of improvement on this team. What are Cole Anthony's per 36 numbers? I'd like to look at those. Honestly, they're pretty solid. So if he can, keep developing, I might have a decision to make between him and Fultz, which, eventually will be interesting at some point. But as of now, we're probably going to, let Fultz ride it out. So we're going to head into the finals, the Lakers and the Bucks. LeBron James winning yet another finals MVP at the age of 36 as they do defeat the Bucks in 7. So we're going to head up to league meetings right now, see what we got here. All of these, I don't know why. Like, here's my thing. I know I say this a decent amount, but like, just hear me out for a second. I understand that some people, in my league, my NBA, whatever you want to call it, actually enjoy, switching things up from time to time, actually enjoy the league meetings and, can put some things through. If you're going to do that, just at least give me, like, realistic things. You can't even tell me that there's ever been a league meeting in the NBA that said, hey, let's eliminate the shot clock. Like, really? It's just, it's kind of weird. Like, the rest of these seem like they're not that bad, but, like, there's been some, like, abolish the salary cap, like, there's some crazy ones on here that I'm like, how are these even in here? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of weird. We're in the draft lottery right now. We are projected currently the 13th overall pick. Maybe we'll get lucky. Probably not. And we do end up right at 13. So it's not bad. It's still a decent pick. I'll see what I want to do with it. Jaden Paul. Yeah, man, you're just not going to do it for me. Steve Clifford's an interesting one. I think I'm going to give him one more year. I mean, honestly, this team's not really built to be winning right now, so I can't really expect him to be winning. You're fired. You have A+ defense, but that D offense, Tyrone, is not going to be happening for me. So, wow, where's my boy Randy Martin? They fucked over him. They normally give him A training. Ryan Hawkins. Sure. We're not necessarily a big market team, but it looks like we do have a little bit of money to play with here in Orlando. Definitely not the biggest market team in Florida. I can say that with absolute confidence. So, Owen Masters, and then I'll wait on CFO. CFO always seems to fuck me over. So let me hopefully get Peterson now, and we can sign him. And see my budget's just like not really changing. Is there any way can someone explain to me, like, the budget seems like it's obviously different at every single position, but like, I don't know. It's weird to me that sometimes I can get every single person I want, and sometimes I can't. Look, I get it. There's like different budgets for different markets, but like, I don't know. It just seems like something's a little iffy right here. Okay, we take a look at this roster right now. Obviously, we do have to, work on Evan Fournier's contract and free agency. I did pick up Nickeil Alexander-Walker, so worst comes to worst, he definitely could start for us. But before we do that, we do have the 13th overall pick in this year's draft. We have 14 in the second round as well. I might try to move up a little bit. Here's the thing, though. I don't really know what position I'd be targeting. Like, we look at the draft and, like, wrong thing. Obviously, Cade Cunningham is probably not the answer. One, I do get him a decent amount, and two, I don't really need a point guard right now. We kind of do that position locked up. Small forward spot, I do like Jonathan Isaac. I think I'm actually most confident about him being in the starting lineup throughout this entire video of the starting five that we had from last year. Could go after Jalen Green. Obviously, Mobley's not going anywhere. I'm not going to draft Mobley when we have, Mo Bamba and Evan Fournier, Nikola Vucevic. So, yeah, I'm kind of at a lost spot right now. Jalen Green, would probably be the one guy I target, but I got him in a video the other day, so I might honestly just move pick 13 because I do feel like this team's, couple right moves, we could be on the verge, so maybe I'll try to include that pick in some sort of trade. And yeah, maybe I'll see you guys with a move. So we need some definite star power here in Orlando if we do want to make this team win a championship in 3 years. And I think picking up Donovan Mitchell, who's actually been a little bit easier to trade for than in previous 2Ks, would definitely be a great way to do that. So the reason that, that I'm thinking that I'm going to be trading these guys right now is, one, Terrence Ross is great. He's not a starter on this team, so if he has to be, one of the main pieces in the deal, I'm fine with that. Mo Bamba, this is the iffy one for me right now. I think he could develop, but at the end of the day, he's probably not going to be starting over Vucevic this entire video. So if I throw him in a deal for a guy that's probably going to be our best player, I'm going to do that. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I don't want to trade him. It's just Donovan Mitchell is definitely going to be our best player, so he's not going to have a backup, and assets and assets. So they're not going to take that. I would be willing to throw in pick 13. Maybe another, how much do you really want? Look, I get it's Donovan Mitchell. I know he's super valuable, super good. I'd prefer to just give up players if that's a possibility rather than picks. I don't know if that's going to... Wow, that was enough. So we actually only ended up giving up one pick, and we picked up one of the best young players in the NBA here in Donovan Mitchell. So super pumped about that. Obviously going to be a very key building block for this team. So yeah, I really do like the way the starting five is made out right now. Fournier probably won't get... I probably still have my second round pick, don't I? Excuse me. I don't know what I'm going to do with Fournier. He definitely could be a sign and trade candidate for me. I just don't think at this point in time, he's going to have a spot. Bacon and Gabriel, hopefully I can just go back to cheesy Massa and maybe go ahead and get a first round pick for both these guys. If that's possible, that would be kind of awesome. So, Yeah, Cleveland wants to bless me right now, and like if you guys are ever wondering what when I cut out and just say I'm going to trade guys, this is what I'm doing. Clippers, Miami Heat, any teams that are worse like the Knicks. God bless you. Okay, I think at this point in time, also probably going to be trading Al-Farouq Aminu, 30 years old, making $10 million. Just really doesn't fit this team right now, in my opinion. So, could look for a different bench piece. Like Dwight Powell could be a good backup power forward. Do I currently have a backup power forward? I do not. You know, let's go ahead and pick up Dwight Powell. You slide him down to the power forward spot. He's definitely going to jump up. Yeah, jumps up to an 80 overall. So him and Aaron Gordon, not a bad duo at that power forward spot. So we are now into free agency. We take a look at this bare bones roster right now. We obviously need a new backup center, and we need a new backup small forward, and then this team kind of is all set. I definitely might go ahead. I could just sign Fournier and just move him to the backup small forward spot. It's not a bad option. I just think with the money he's requesting coming off the bench, I maybe could get a little bit better. But, you know, I'm definitely not just going to let him walk for nothing. That's definitely not going to – those are trade exceptions, genius. So I'm going to bring him back. We will see. If any sort of better trade comes up, I might have to go ahead and accept it. We're actually going to let me sign Hassan Whiteside for 3 years. That's actually pretty cheap, and I will definitely do that. So this is the squad for now. Some obvious upgrades have been made. We're going to have to make a tough decision, you know, concerning Aaron Gordon probably next offseason. But as of now, he's fine. You know, Aaron Gordon's one of those iffy players for me that I don't love trading for in my league, even though he's really easy to, or my NBA, whatever, even though he's really easy to trade for, because honestly, you just never really know how he's going to do. Like, I've seen him average like 20 plus points, and I've seen him down to like 12. So, like, it's one of those tough things, but I need, oh, wait, never mind. I sent Fournier to be my new backup small forward. So, yeah, he does jump up in overall, but pretty much everybody jumps up in overall when you move him up a position. So, this is going to be the squad for now. I think Fournier will definitely probably stay here for at least one more year now that I'm thinking about it. So, I'm excited to see what this team can do, and I'll see you guys at the rotation at the start of year number 2. So we're here at the start of year number 2 right now. Obviously, a huge new addition to the starting lineup here in Donovan Mitchell. Super excited to see what he's going to bring to this franchise right now. So him and Fultz, obviously a very explosive backcourt. I'm definitely excited to see what they can both do right there. I think it should work fine. Obviously, you know, we'll know a little bit more by the end of the year. But as of now, I have no problem with it. So Jonathan Isaac remains at that 3 spot. I think the dude's going to be a stud in real life, you know, once he bounces back from all his injury problems. I believe he's still out injured. If he's not, and I'm being a dumbass, I'm pretty sure he is. But if I'm being, you know, a complete dumbass right now, I apologize. Aaron Gordon at this power forward spot, still a little bit iffy on, but we're going to give him, you know, his final year of his deal. Hopefully he can play pretty well. And then Vucevic, obviously still one of the cornerstones of this franchise. So he's not going anywhere. The bench, I actually ended up giving a couple more minutes to than I normally do. 25 is not that unrealistic here to Fournier. He's going to be our 6th man. Hopefully, you know, provide the chunk of the scoring off the bench. Dwight Powell with 18 here. Cole Anthony going to be getting 16. Then Hassan Whiteside, you know, is regressing a little bit, but he's playing 10 minutes a night. I don't even really need him to do that much. So he's also on a very, very cheap deal for, you know, what his talent is. It's actually probably a pretty cheap deal. So I'm very fine with this team right now. Let's see how we do. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So I'm not going to lie. This team surprised the hell out of me. I definitely knew we were going to be a playoff squad. I did not think we'd be first here in the Eastern Conference and first in the power rankings. You know, nothing really does matter, though, except how you do in the playoffs, though. Luka Doncic, 0.2 rebounds off of a triple-double is your MVP. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year, ends up in Oklahoma City. I'm pretty sure a lot of Thunder fans are hoping that happens in real life. Obi Toppin, 6th man of the year in New York. Jonathan Isaac does get a Defensive Player of the Year award for us. So, again, you guys know me. I obviously care a lot about stats and stuff like that, but not everything just breaks down to statistics. Sometimes you got to just, you know, watch a guy, know his value. So, obviously, you know, he won Defensive Player of the Year, and I don't watch the sim, but you know what I'm saying. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, most improved. I know I've said this in videos before, but it always seems like when you trade somebody who's either barely playing any minutes on your team, is decently young, and you trade them, they always win most improved. Am I like the only one that thinks that or sees that? Please let me know down below in the comments section. Steve Clifford wins Coach of the Year. We go 64-18. So Steve Clifford's job is definitely not 1,000% locked in. It definitely really does depend on how he does in these playoffs. So we're going to go ahead and see that real quick. We're going to check out some player stats. Donovan Mitchell, absolute baller for us. Very happy I made the trade for him. Nikola Vucevic, Markelle Fultz. I'm still iffy on Fultz. I think he definitely could be a championship caliber point guard. Obviously, you know, we'll see a little bit more when come playoff time right now. This is what I mean with Gordon. It's like, I know we added like obviously a 28 plus point scorer in Donovan Mitchell. So scoring's going to go down for everybody a little bit, but I don't know, man. I think he's obviously very versatile, and he can obviously score the basketball. He can shoot the basketball, he can rebound, he can assist, and I don't know, a lot of teams would kill for that. He's just one of those iffy players for me. Fournier, Cole Anthony, Isaac. I mean, I really do like how this team's looking right now. I just think, I don't know if we're going to win a championship here. I honestly don't. Like, some teams I'm really confident about when they surprise me as a 1 seed. I'm not so confident about this team. So, we do have Charlotte here in the first round as an 8 seed. LaMelo, Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, PJ Washington, Bobby Portis. Luckily for me, 2K hates Gordon Hayward, and they do not, you know, give him enough credit as he gets in real life. So, moving on to the second round, would not be surprised if we lost to the Celtics here. Doug McDermott would be a great pickup for the Celtics in real life. Unfortunately, probably not going to happen. We lose in 6. So, again, I'm not surprised by it. I honestly thought it was going to happen. The Phoenix Suns oof, go on to win a finals. 25-year-old Devin Booker stays loyal and does get rewarded with the championship. They sweep the Celtics. I don't know if that's that realistic. That could just be me being a salty Celtics fan. So, I'm just going to reject that. Like, I don't really care about those. So, we're going to head up to the draft lottery right now. I don't know if I traded for any picks in this year's lottery. Wow, Rockets top 2 protected. Again, it seems to always happen. They actually end up at number 1 this time. So, staff signing, Steve Clifford, thank you for your service here. Unfortunately, your time has probably come to an end. Ryan Hawkins, goodbye. I just need an A trainer. So, yeah, Howard. And we are now going to look at some head coaches. Steven Silas, whatever it is. I think D'Antoni might be my answer. Was Mike D'Antoni ever in Orlando? I don't know why I have it just built up in my mind that he was. Billy Donovan's another, option here. Grit and grind system, 7 seconds. I'm going to give D'Antoni a shot. I think he could be good for us, and he doesn't even want to come here. So we are going to go ahead, I guess, and oh, shit. Tom Thibodeau, not a chance. I guess I'll go Steven Silas then. Maybe I should have just given more money to D'Antoni, but, beggars can't be choosers, dude. I don't really know where the hell you're going. But we now head up to the NBA draft. I believe we should have our first-round pick. We do. It's at 29. I'm just going to move all 3 of these for hopefully, yeah. Future pick from the Suns. I know they just won a championship, but it has a star and a half. That's all I really care about. So Cole Anthony's going to be coming back. As much as I really wanted to start him, I don't think it's going to be getting done today. So we head into free agency right now, and we have Aaron Gordon as a free agent who definitely might be a sign-and trade piece for me. So other than him, everybody else is locked up, which is kind of nice. You don't always get that come year 3. So we're going to go ahead and give Gordon a decent amount of money just so we can definitely match it with some of the bigger contracts, that we hopefully will be trading him for. So, I hate it if I have any Magic fans watching. Again, I do apologize, but I got to win a championship here. I'm not here to care about your feelings. So we're going to go ahead and probably try to make some sort of trade, and I'll see you guys with the move. So I'm going to try to work on this deal right now with the Toronto Raptors. I'm actually surprised Pascal Siakam only has 3 stars. I thought it would be a little bit higher. Obviously, he's not having as good of a year as he once did. It only took a single first-round pick and Aaron Gordon. So, yeah, Pascal Siakam, welcome to the team. Now my decision comes to Markelle Fultz. I think everybody else in the starting lineup, I'm fine. I think they're all locked up, and I have really no reason to move on from any of them. But I'm still iffy on Fultz. Like, if I trade Markelle Fultz right now, if I were to throw in Markelle Fultz and 2 first-round picks, like, just what are my trade offers? I know he's not making as much money as other guys, so it's going to be kind of hard to, match him up with some bigger players. Like, I'm just not seeing anybody right now. Like, DeJounte Murray could be an interesting option. Like, what have his stats been? Like 13 and 7. Fultz is 16 and 8. Like, it's just... I'm iffy on it. I'm going to give Fultz the nod for now. I might try to look once again for trades at the start of next year, but as of now, this is going to be the squad we're going with. Hopefully, winning a championship, and I'll see you guys in the rotation. So I didn't want to trade him, but I mean, it's hard to pass up De'Aaron Fox. Like, Markelle Fultz has been really good for us, and I really do appreciate it. I'm happy he got his career back on track here after the shit show in Philadelphia. But De'Aaron Fox is just, look at the fucking dude right now. I mean, you can't say no to that. So we also lose Hassan Whiteside in that deal, which is not something small. He's obviously our backup center right now, and we are no longer in the offseason. I could also slide Dwight Powell down to the backup center spot, so hopefully I'm just going to throw these 2 in a pick. So I either need a center or a power forward, something of the sorts. Grant Williams, like, no thank you. Oh, boy. Here we go. I'll check. Is there anybody in free agency that, could be a little bit better? Let's just check this real quick. Ooh, Thomas Bryant. Damn it, we're close on that too. Chris Paul's in free agency? Damn, got some pretty decent centers here in free agency. Marcus Smart? What the hell is happening right now? Okay, obviously I'm only looking for centers right now. Like Mo Vaughn. Also, like, why? Why is Tony Bradley requesting more money than Thomas Bryant? Like, it just makes no sense. Again, I don't think he's going to accept this, damn it. That's a tough thing right there. I'm still looking at centers right now. Billy Hernan-Gomez just might be my guy. I also could go Nerlens Noel. Let me give Nerlens Noel a chance. I never really get Nerlens Noel. Welcome to Orlando. You're going to be our new backup center. So, yeah, this is the squad running 9-man rotation. You guys know me. So Fournier will remain as a 6-man, 25 minutes a night here. I do want to get Cole Anthony a decent amount. Dwight Powell's going to slide down to 14. Noel's only going to be playing 10. So that's how we're going to do that. Vucevic going to slide up to 34, probably 34 here as well. Isaac 35, and honestly 35 to De'Aaron Fox. So that is how it's going to look here. Third and final year. A new star is born here in De'Aaron Fox in Orlando, hopefully. And him and Donovan Mitchell, again, a super explosive backcourt. So, Isaac remains the 3. Pascal Siakam is a new addition from the offseason as well. And then Vucevic, kind of, our guy here remaining at that center spot's obviously been pretty solid for this team. Evan Fournier remains a 6-man. Cole Anthony, Dwight Powell, and a new addition of Nerlens Noel I'm super excited about this team. Let's hopefully go win a championship. Year number 3 comes to a close here once again. First in the Eastern Conference, first in the power rankings, but again, none of it matters if you don't do well in the playoffs. Giannis Antetokounmpo, second MVP award of this video, I believe. Casey Morsel. Congrats. Spencer Dinwiddie, 6th man of the year, ends up in Chicago. This is the second time I've seen him sign with a different team and still win 6th man of the year. Buddy, you're good enough to be a starter in this league. Stop taking shit roles. Giannis Antetokounmpo, defensive player of the year. James Wiseman, most improved. Steven Silas does win coach of the year for us. We go 64-18. Okay. We are definitely on track to win a championship right now. Let's not lose in the second round again. Donovan Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox, I mean, just unbelievable for us. Pascal Siakam, pretty solid. Nikola Vucevic, Cole Anthony, Evan Fournier, Jonathan Isaac. I mean, some interesting moves were made. I'm sure I'm going to piss a lot of people off with the Fultz and Gordon's trades, but if we win a championship, I don't want to hear it. So we are facing the team that we lost to last year in the Boston Celtics. Obviously a super solid squad right there. Let's hopefully get it done, though. We're up 3-0 and we sweep them. Moving on to Milwaukee now, who ended up with Russell Westbrook, and if DeAndre Jordan is here, bro. Is there like a script in 2K that always puts DeAndre Jordan on the Bucks? How does it always happen? Not to mention, you put Russell Westbrook, who I will give credit, has been shooting a lot better in real life. I'll give credit. But in 2K, when he has, what is his rating at the three-pointer? Oh, actually, it's a B-. Maybe they updated. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he's probably not the best point guard to be putting next to Giannis and DeAndre Jordan. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that and we're going to get our shit kicked in. Just watch. Okay, no, we actually end up in the gentleman's sweep, but it's annoying that, especially DeAndre Jordan, always ending up on the Bucks. Like, I might sign him and have him not even play any minutes on my team just so he doesn't end up in Milwaukee. Get a new center. Atlanta Hawks here in the East Finals. Trae Young, Cam Reddish, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Onyeka Okongwu, the starting 5 there. It's Memphis and Utah over there. In the West, wow, I believe we blew a 3-1 or 3-0 lead. Obviously, we ended up winning, but we still blew it. Us and the Utah Jazz here in the NBA Finals. We took their friend Donovan Mitchell. I'm really not sure how this team's in the NBA Finals. So, probably going to be a clean sweep. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here right now. No. There's no fucking way that we just lost to this. There's no way. There's no way. You are better than us at one position. What the fuck? Oh my god. Nothing but pain. I live a life full of pain and nothing else. I would do a 4th season, but it is 1:15 in the morning. Not much I can do there. So, as always, if you guys did enjoy and could leave a like down below, that would help out the video a ton. Just leave a like for my pain, honestly. My whole life's full of pain. But yeah, as always, if you guys are new, you guys have been killing it with the subs lately, and just continue to keep them going. It does, motivate me a lot. And comment which team you want me to do next down below in the comment section. So that about wraps this one up. Again, I'm sorry, Magic fans, I couldn't get you guys a championship. Maybe we'll, touch this again at some point in time. So that about does it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.